I should come more.
My friend Paul.
Hi, Paul. Ricky, good to meet you. Of course. Oh, we've heard of them. Oh, yeah. And I'm presenting next week. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Good.
Done here?
Now, when you have Jack, on their own, their places.
No. I mean.
Oh, the young man.
Hey.
What about with your?
I can't.
No problem. I'm putting them out too. Either something. It's not easy.
Now, with your.
That's a good idea. Happy Father's Day.
Set up for that.
Oh, you just did that? Oh, the boys weekend. Hi, Benny. Are you part of the boys weekend?
Yes, you did. Yeah,
God.
I hope it worked out.
I'll let you know.
Okay. This is your voice weekend.
All my children.
Morning.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Hello, good morning. Oh, it's so good to see all your faces here. The sun came out on this gorgeous day. Happy Hallmark Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I don't do that shit. I don't do Mother's Day either, so.
Okay.
We have guests here today.
Woo!
I'm gonna let Eric tell you all about it.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. Really excited to have everybody from the Neighborhood First program joining us today. And I've been talking about them up here for a while. And if you don't know who they are, I'm going to ask Walt Mims to just tell you a little bit about who they are in a few minutes. But this is a trip that we started for a group of kids from this program based out of Bristol, Pennsylvania, just outside Philadelphia, about 12, 15 years ago. And we came for about 5 or 6 summers. We slept, it was the YMCA before the YMCA existed. It used to be it still is, the Cottagers Corn Building in Oak Bluff. And we had a teen center open in the weekends. So they let us stay there the first trip. The Masons, the Masonic Temple put us up one night in a pinch because we needed a place to stay. But eventually a woman named Eleanor Reed gave us her house for a week on on Pennacook Avenue in Oak Bluff, about a block from the Inkwell Beach. And we stayed there for 3 or 4 summers. And it's been a fantastic experience, I think, for everybody that's participated in it. Both the kids that have come, but also people from the islands who have spent some time with them over the years. And really excited to have them all back. I think first we're going to start out with our presentation, and then Walt will tell you a little bit about who they are. But come on up here, Donovan. Donovan volunteered Trayvon Martin today, right? Okay. You got what you need?
Yes, I have 3.
You got 3 different people. Actually, we got 3 people for you today.
Be loud.
Yeah,
You
loud,
got-
yeah.
come right
Trust me, I'm very loud.
All right.
Entered in the Zoom. Hello, my name is Donovan O'Brien, which they have already said. I'm here for Neighborhood First from my hometown in Ben Salem, PA. I am here to memorialize the mistreatment of one due to something they were born with and cannot control. And I have 3 different people here who were killed because of police brutality. On 2020, October 26, Walter Wallis Jr., a 27-year-old male man of color, was shot by police officers. The young man was in distress because of the police officers coming up on his house and when he came out, instead of tasing the young man like the police officers should have done, they shot him, ending his life there on the spot. In visual injustice, the police officers got away with it due to the man coming out with a knife. The protests in the areas also continued with police brutality against a woman named Rakia Young, who was assaulted in front of her son. July 6, 2016, Philando Castile, a 30-year-old male, was pulled over during a routine check. He informed the police officers he had a license for a weapon, and while reaching for the license, he was shot. His girlfriend in the car reported this to the news, and the police officers got away with it, saying that they were too scared of the person because of his skin color. March 18, 2018, Stephen Clark, a 22-year-old man, was shot 7 times, ending his life. This happened on his grandmother's property in the backyard. Only a mobile phone was found at the scene of the crime, and the man was unarmed. They were investigating a break-in, and for no perceivable reason, it wasn't even his house that was broken into. They said he had a gun. The only things found at the scene of the crime were a phone and obviously nothing else. And for no perceivable reason, he was shot and ended his life on his own property. The townspeople did not lose their jobs, even though they should have, for ending life of an upstanding citizen. These cases are truly dreadful, and personally, I have a friend back where I came from who witnessed his best friend from life, a childhood friend, and a family member, one of his cousins, get shot. And the police officer at the time got away with it. I saw my friend cry in school due to this, and it's something truly unruly. It's sickening. That's my presentation.
For all 3 men, Philando Castile, Stephon Clark, and Donovan. Who's the first name you presented on?
Wallis.
Look it up for us. Do it real quick.
Walter Wallis.
Walter Wallace Jr. Thank you. Vicky?
Yes, I got it.
Thank you. Please say their names with me. His name was Walter Wallis. Say his name.
Walter Wallace.
Say his name.
Walter Wallace.
His name was Stephon Clark. Say his name.
Stephon Clark.
Say his name.
Stephon Clark.
His name was Philando Castile. Please say his name.
Philando Castile.
Say his name.
Philando Castile.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Donovan.
Well done.
Still, after all, we've been here for 2 years now, and I'm still amazed at how long 9 minutes and 29 seconds. I can't imagine kneeling on any living thing. This is the part where we usually ask if anybody has something they'd like to share, but I would like Walt, if you don't mind coming up, and where's JT? JT, do you mind coming up here for a minute, please? I just want to introduce you to you. These are the two people that are really responsible for the Neighborhood First program. James Wells, who goes by JT. There is another JT from this island. So you might have to do something about that, but that's the good one. Both of these guys are like brothers to me. And when we talk about training police to be less like warriors and more like guardians of the community, this is what we're talking about. These guys are guardians of the community of Lower Bucks County, Ben Salem and Bristol and other townships. And they're both mentors to me. And I've learned a lot from both of these guys about how to treat young people, how to treat people, to be a man, and how to take care of my community. And I was the first program. One of the best things that JT ever did was hire me as the first program director for the program. But the best thing he ever did was really hire Walt to replace me. He's done such an incredible job with the kids and with the program, and I just want them to spend a minute, not a whole long time. I promise these guys can go. Keep it short. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to keep it short, but I just want you to let you know a little bit about the program. So whoever would like to start.
I'll start. Yeah, I'll start. Loud. I don't have a problem. I'm a military man, so I make sure my voice carries. And he's right, I can go. But with the things I have to talk about are usually good things and are usually positive things. And if you have something to say, it's important to open your mouth and say it. There's an old African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. And here what I see in this yard in front of this library in Chilmark is a village. The village, the person who allows us to utilize their property to make this happen. The mentors who not only mentor young people in terms of the young people involved in the program, but most of the staff that I hire are half my age, and I like to believe that I'm mentor to those as well. I'm only able to do what I do because my mentor that's standing to my right, actually both of my mentors, but to this gentleman in particular who founded the program probably over 20-something years ago, who was challenged to create a program of this sort. And I think the ones who tried to do it didn't believe he could get it done. And it's only because he took the opportunity to make it happen and to lay the foundation that I'm able to stand on his shoulders and make these things happen. I vowed when he passed the torch or the baton to make sure that I carry the legacy that he started, to make sure that these things happen. I won't even get into what we do and how we do it because we will be here for a while because there's so much that we do and so many details that go into doing the things that we do. But we're very fortunate to be here. Some of the young people that came for the first time are now well into their 30s who came here at the age of 14 or 15. And they're representatives as well because when they get here, they have to represent in a way to maintain the integrity of the program and some of the fundamental teachings that we try to instill in them, in hopes that they will be the best that they could be, the best humans that they can be, and to understand the realm of possibility, the things that they can actually achieve. That's what we're here for, to make sure that they do. And I tell you, they've done that. Every year, a young person comes on this island, they stand a little bit taller and a little bit stronger and do a little bit better than the ones before. And we're proud to have them here and proud to have them a part of this, and grateful for Eric for feeling good enough about what we do to invite us to not just come to the island, but also be a part of this event, and we thank you. And with that, I turn it over to JT.
As usual, Wallis, and Eric is thinking of the words I have to say. Kind of leads that way. Watch.
That's why you never go second.
Next time I'll go first. 9.5 minutes. It only took 9.5 minutes to pack up everything and stay. Come to Martha's Vineyard. It's one of the, I've been here several times, and it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. I've seen it the same way. It's a prime example of being able to walk through a community, or be in a community where everyone, well, a lot of people just look at you that was not like, hello, how are you doing? And it doesn't take a lot of effort. We need to take effort. We felt we need to take effort years ago. Get on the page, and I have to back up and talk about me just a little bit here. I don't talk about me much, but I was the assistant coordinator at the juvenile detention center for 30 years. The third largest detention center in the state of Pennsylvania. So I went from incarceration to the whole concept of rehabilitation. That movement all said people didn't believe that that was necessary. Lock up the kids. That's the parents and that's the community, do what they want to do to rehabilitate. But no, it took a focus. And doing that, starting that off, basically my own dollars. I don't know why I did that still. And mortgaging a little piece of my house, running credit cards up and that sort of thing. After about a year and a half, the county kind of called on and said, hey, went from 6 kids down to probably doing the course of the year contacting, well, right now live on programs 45. See all race, creed, color, doesn't mean anything. Make it happen. And the success rate is phenomenal. Throughout the whole county of Bucks, people are still saying, for our area that we work in, we need a neighborhood first. And we're proud to hear those kind of words. Fortunate for me, on the way, I was able to, while I was still mixed in the justice system, found just the right person to make it work. And then he got fed up with me. Walt came in, and Walt's doing a phenomenal job now. I'm retired on fixed income now, and but it's still a joy just to go back to things work. Walk Bucks County, you'll hear the neighborhood first. If you talk about that's us. Have something they'd like to share? Anything at all?
Yeah.
Please.
So right here at the library, I have paintings that I've done that I would love for people to come and see. They are not typical pretty island landscapes, but they involve the forms and shapes of the island landscape. But within them are people, refugees, traveling, masses. I was really inspired by how many people now are traveling the earth as refugees. And for this gathering, I just want to underline the racism that's involved in refugee experience. And I noticed it so much with the difference between how the Ukrainian refugees have been welcomed with open arms, with jobs, with resources, and how people of color, folks of color, have been rejected and excluded and sent back. So I just want to note that. I would love for you to come and see the paintings. They're up for another week. And on Saturday between 2 and 4:30, I'll be there to talk about them. And there's going to be some food. So please come.
Leave today without saying something about these kids
and these mentors to these kids. Eric has been a mentor to me for the last 2.5 years, and I hope for the next 20 plus. And to meet his mentors, JT and Walter, means a lot to me, and helps me see the man Eric is even better. And Eric's been talking about this program to us for a while now, and we've been excited about it. But to actually see you and the kids' faces, it just means so much to us. I hope you know. Please feel welcome here.
Right in front of the computer. Thanks.
I've been going to neighborhoods first for since last summer, and it's helped me a lot because for that there wasn't really much I would do. I would just sit down, get in trouble sometimes, and ever since then I've been feeling better, and I think that has helped me a lot since I got into neighborhoods first.
Each one of you, one at a time. Just if you want to come up, fine. If not, if you're shy, that's okay. I used to be shy. All right, I'll leave it. Would you all just yell out your names?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just a little asterisk, by the way.
Would like to know who you are.
A little asterisk. Because you see young people here with some data that they're in trouble. They're not legally in trouble. We have a phenomenal range of young people here. We have a grade A student here with the red shirt on. He's almost a semi-quasi staff. He knows something about everyone, everything, and he'll give you a comment about it, even if he knows what he's talking about. Very smart guy. I mean, we've got a lady in Jamaica, and she's blending very well with her. She's not one of our youth. She's a little older.
Right? 16?
We just have a good widespread range of people here. So don't feel as though they're in trouble.
I don't think
No.
I think that's something here.
Nope.
Gonna happen. Nope. So we would like to hear your name. Yeah. If you want to tell us a little bit about you, please.
Yeah.
Just talk real loud. In
My name is Avery Farrell. I have been in the Neighborhood First program for about, what do you think? Like 2.5, 3-ish years. And typically that's not how long people stay in this program. But when I want to focus on when I first came, I had nothing to do but sit in my room and twiddle my thumbs, basically. It was just me and the internet, basically. And my brother was going through some issues, and ultimately that led to a coincidence where I was let in to Neighborhood First. And before I came into the program, I was, I'd say, a bit shy, a bit uncomfortable, a bit lost, I guess is the right word. And through Neighborhood First helping guide me and teach me important lessons, I figured out what I plan on doing in life. They helped raise this idea that you can stand up for more than yourself. And you should always strive to do that regardless of who you are. And always strive to push forward and stand up for the greater good. And I want to thank Mr. Walt, JT.
So I promised them one thing, that they did not have to speak. So if you don't want to speak,
No pressure.
speak, but if you got something to say, you're
No, you can just yell out.
Just even hearing your name.
I came to Neighborhood First a long time ago, back in 2018, and I was here for a good 2 years. I came with my brother, who got in trouble for something, I forget, it was a long time ago. And after that, I left the program for a good bit of time. I lost everything. I owned my home, everything, and I was living in hotels. But when I came back into a house, into like an amazing place where I live now today. I came back to the neighborhood first. I remembered loving it when I was younger, and I missed a lot, and I wish I didn't, because I still love this program. I loved it when I came, and I'm glad I'm still here.
Yeah.
We are too.
There we go.
How you doing? I'm Andrew Walls.
Hey, Andrew.
So I started back in August, September. I came from working in group homes where I was very unhappy. I met Mr. Walt right here, who gave me a chance to further my work with kids. In high school like them, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to play music, just go around, but I needed some education. So basically, I wanted to work with kids. It didn't work out too well in one spot because they learn how to do everything through the book instead of experience. And so I learned that if you get in experience, you can learn more about kids, get closer with them. And then now I figured out what I want to do with my life. So work on these kids is a dream. Work on Mr. Wall, Mr. JT, and me, Mr. Eric. I met some father figures. So happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yes. Put together.
Jamie, you want to say something?
Yeah, come on,
Okay,
Jamie.
that's okay. Yeah, right here.
All right, so my name is Haley.
You're loud.
Hi. All right, so my name is Haley. I started the program about what? Almost like 2 months ago. And I can say that I love going to the program every day. And my first day there, Mr. Walt decided to bring me on this trip, knowing absolutely nothing about me. And yeah, I'm just grateful to be here.
Welcome. Thank you. Welcome.
Happy to have you.
My name is Shania Turner. I've been going to this program since March, and I'm not gonna lie. When I heard about it, I was like, I'm not going. I probably go like one day after we, and it's like I planned on like I'm not gonna go. I don't want to do this. And then I came here. I met Mr. Watt. I talked to Mr. Drew, and I was like, you know what? I might go every day after week. I started getting friends. I was like hanging out with the adults more though, but like then I started getting friends and gravitating towards people, and I started like opening up to Mr. Drew, talking to Mr. Drew, told me things, gave me advice. He's like the kind of teacher type way, like teacher / therapist type person, and I felt like he could walk for. He was like a father type figure to me, or a grandpa type figure. like, oh my, he's like, take care of me. Tell him Mr. Drew that, and Miss Brenda, Miss Roxy, they make sure I'm cool. I'm good at the program. I'm not uncomfortable in any type of way. I'm not causing any trouble that I probably would like normally because I don't like talking to people sometimes, but it's like gotta get out your space sometimes. And it taught me a lot. Because before I didn't go to school, that's how I got in there. I didn't go to school. I was always late. I had problems with attendance, and when I got there, they were always like, "You went to school? You was at school? What time you wake up?" It's like always on my butt. It told me to go to school and remind me I had to go to school, or I was going to have to deal with them. So I went to school, and I made sure I was at school. I texted Mr. Drew, like, yes, I was at school. Before you even got the words out, yes, I was at school. I was there. And that's my experience there is like it was very good and life-changing for me. Before I wasn't very talkative. I didn't care about people that much. Then like talking to people, then it taught me like sometimes you gotta engage it with people. Like you gotta go with people sometimes. You gotta give them a chance.
Oh my God.
else
Yeah.
have anything they'd like to share?
Hello. So my name is Roxanne Augusta, otherwise called Roxy. Oh, I'm from Jamaica. Working with this, so I am nurse. And then I decided I wanted to change my career after COVID. And I said, what am I gonna do? So I started school for human services. And I said, I'm gonna start applying for jobs. Mind you, I didn't know nothing about mentorship. And I apply, and when I go there to do the interview, Mr. One here, he gave me the job. I guess I don't know what I said, but and when I come in, I'm like, I'm going all my life, ever since I was like 15 years old, I always wanted to work with children. But it's like I never knew it was gonna be in this of a life-changing way. Because the way how they run this program, I'm telling you, like these kids is like a home away from home. They get hot meals every day, they get or even if we had to go out, you know, and we provide, like the program provide them with stuff that you would never expect, like regular essential. A mom could call the program and say, hey, we don't got this. And Mr. Walt is there. Like this program is a life-changing experience for me. It's like this is the most fulfilling job I've ever had. Yeah, I go home every day feeling pleased. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
What else? I want to thank everybody for coming, and particularly want to thank those of you in the audience who have helped make this happen. Your support and your donation. Really, really grateful for all of you. That's it.
And let's hope we can do it again next year.
Yeah.
Any newbies, aside from the obvious, are there any newbies here?
First time.
Yes.
All right, welcome.
I just want to say a word.
Come on, Steve.
I don't know, it's Father's Day, and when I see these gentlemen here, you talk about this too. It's like, what does it mean to be a man? What does it mean to be dominate people? The aggression in this world is unbelievable. What's happening in Ukraine and all over the world. Being a man, I think, is strong enough to help others. I really appreciate the work you're doing. I want to salute you all.
Thanks, Steve.
We'll have to put a sign out that says, "Don't you agree?"
Yeah.
Buy snap.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
try that. Neighbors would probably complain.
No,
we have good
not these
neighbors.
neighbors. Stand with us.
Is that
They're
right?
with us.
Yes, to know these people driving by may won't be recognized.
Back when we first
Some of
started
them.
this, people used to honk like crazy.
Yeah.
That was the thing. They would honk like crazy. It's not conducive to honking. Right.
Yeah,
Quiet,
nobody-
peaceful place,
Right.
and some people would wait. But there was a lot of approbation that went on this corner when we first started this out. It was a very positive experience with a few idiots.
No.
But very few. I mean, I can count them on one hand.
Yeah.
You went and got them.
Pardon? I remember some of the ones who came down here. Do you remember Amy? Come over and talk to us. This is Amy Chilmark. Come over and talk to us. Trying to get people to come engage with us. Guess how many of them did? Yeah, none. But
I'm going to stop recording before this goes.
They don't get it.